This is very
By a landslide.
by a landslide. This is a dangerous one for Jake.
He needs to do it.
This is a dangerous fight for Jake. The kid has got balls the size of Manhattan.
Davis! £135.
Or that I'm sparring and being able to see how good they are and knowing how good Tank is, it's actually going to be my toughest test to date.
Logan Paul isn't hiding his concern about Jake stepping into the ring with a new and dangerous version of Gervonta Tank Davis. He's calling it Jake's toughest test yet, maybe even career-threatening. Logan says Davis has bulked up, sharpened his skills, and now looks like a mix of raw power and Mayweather-level precision. He compares it to his own fight with Floyd, warning that Tank's timing and ring IQ are on another level. What fans think is an easy matchup for Jake could flip instantly, and that's exactly what has Logan genuinely worried for his brother's safety and career path.
Gervonta Davis has been confirmed. Guys, this fight is actually happening. Jake is a plus 155 underdog going into the fight and taking the biggest risk he's ever taken. It's going to be on Netflix. Now, this fight I will watch.
This one's crazy.
Please give me the weight. Please give me the fucking weight.
It's an exhibition. There is no weight.
There'll be no guidelines.
There'll be agreed weight.
A range?
Yeah, there'll be agreed weight in the contract. It has to.
For Jake to come down.
Correct.
What will it be?
It'll probably be 195, maybe 200.
Still.
Bro,
Still.
how is that possible?
I mean, bro, I did it with Floyd. You guys don't understand. Exhibitions are a real thing now. As long as people are watching, that's the metric.
Yes.
You know how tall?
Figure
You know how tall Gervonta is?
I think he's like 5'5".
Not even.
He's probably 5'4".
Bro, okay, but you want to know what's going to happen in that fight? Because I'll tell you too.
Tell us.
Because I did the same thing. I fought a really crafty, much smaller fighter. His name was Floyd Mayweather.
He's a young Floyd. Protege of Floyd.
In the prime, in his prime.
Yes.
Well, close, right?
No, Gervonta's, I think he's still in his prime.
That's what I'm saying.
I would, bro.
This is a different fight than you and Floyd.
This is very
By a landslide.
By a landslide. This is a dangerous one for Jake.
He needs to do it.
This is a dangerous fight for Jake. The kid has got...
Experts are also questioning the weight situation heading into the Gervonta Davis versus Jake Paul showdown. Normally, Davis fights at 135 pounds, much lighter than Jake. But insiders suggest he might bulk up close to 160 pounds for this bout. That's a massive leap that could erase Jake's size advantage completely. If Tank carries his speed and explosiveness into that heavier frame, his power-to-weight ratio could become terrifying. And that's why analysts say Jake might be facing a far more dangerous version of Davis than anyone expected.
Concerned about with Gervonta Davis is we know big exhibition coming up November 14th. We are going to do a live stream watch party for that. I don't know in what way, but we got to make it special. You guys know when I do these watch parties, they are insane. We want to have some guests. We may do a 24-hour. I'm not sure. Leave in the comments what you want to see, but we may be seeing the formulation of a game plan and tactics from this training footage from Gervonta Davis. And I think I may understand the key of what they want to do, how they want to go about it, and why Jake Paul might be in more trouble than I originally thought. What do I mean? The breakdown. Let's go.
He is the star of Wade Concept.
All right, so Calvin Ford, coach for Gervonta Davis, has been for pretty much since Gervonta started boxing. Sat down with Marcos over at Fight Hub. Shout out to Marcos for the footage, man. He's always killing the game with interviews and everything else. He sat down with Marcos, and they talked about Tank and potentially what he will do after the Jake fight, why he's doing the Jake fight, and what their biggest concerns are, which your biggest concerns end up being what you turn into your biggest weapons. The things you're most concerned about, you look to exploit because that's usually the other person's greatest strength, and behind it's their greatest weakness. So I'm going to take a look at this interview and show you guys why I think Jake might actually be in a little more trouble than I originally thought with this fight, and why I'm going to be more excited to see what Tank brings if the mindset is where I think it is.
So how are we with everything, man? How's Tank been?
In a good headspace, great headspace.
Showbiz the adult cleared the air about one major misconception. Tank Davis is not small. He's compact, muscular, and built like a powerhouse. That's why he can deliver knockout shots that shake bigger men. Showbiz explained that Davis's balance, conditioning, and distance control make him deadly accurate. So when people call him undersized, they're missing the point. Tank may fight in lower weight classes, but he carries the power and frame of a much larger fighter.
He'll that type of weight. He's a bowling ball. He ain't a little guy like you guys say. The Tanky Wanky say he's a little guy. But I got more receipts. Do you guys remember what? 2 years ago against Mario Barrios to make 140? He was coming down in weight.
144.1.
Weighing in at 144 plus. Huh? I even got more receipts for you guys. Remember against Ryan Garcia, right? You saw him stacking on snacky cakes and all kind of Skittles and shit, you know, for the all access with him versus Ryan Garcia. I think this was like episode 2 or something. It was hilarious. But he goes to the store and they have to weigh him. And in that store, he weighs 150 pounds.
Good, thank you.
How much I weigh?
154.
154?
Yes, sir.
All right, weigh me one more time.
All right, 150.
150? What are they doing? All right, bet.
And then the most famous audio leak that the War Room made famous that we sent out and it went viral when Team Tank said that Gervonta Tank Davis walks around at 160 pounds.
He ain't gonna never want to fight at 135 again. I mean, he will, but I'm saying, like, it's such a big company, man. Nah, what's his walk around weight then? Probably like 125? Nah. Walk around? Like, just, you know what I mean? 160. 160? Yeah, well, he get up big, but like.
British boxer Dave Allen took a fairer view of the matchup. He admits he never cared for Jake Paul's fights with Mike Tyson or Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., calling them publicity stunts. But this fight, he says, feels different. Allen believes as long as no one gets seriously hurt, it's fine because it gives fans a show. He admits Jake might not be elite, but his fights draw attention and spark debate, and that keeps boxing exciting. People just want to see how far Jake can push himself and how Tank handles a man that much bigger.
The thing with Jake Paul, I think he's a good area title level fighter, and that's a good level. Like, and you can be proud of it. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's good. But the Mike Tyson fight I didn't like. The Chavez fight was just farcical because he's 10-11 years past his best, up 6 weight divisions. But less of a problem because Chavez wasn't in his 50s. Fighting the MMA guys, again, he's fighting people that don't do the same, they're not even in the same sport. But while they're a bit older, they're still not in the 50s. So all that stuff, I won't really watch any of it. I think I've watched one fight against Tommy Fury, the only professional boxer in and around his prime years, and he got beat. But I think his area title level, I think he works really hard. I think he trains hard. And I don't think he's a bad fighter at all. I don't think he's a good fighter, but he's not a bad fighter. For his experience, he's not bad at all. But Gervonta Davis is a lightweight. So, by all means, if they make a few quid and nobody gets hurt, then great. But I certainly wouldn't be paying a penny to watch it. I think it's just absolutely ridiculous, farcical. Who wants to watch an exhibition? Gervonta Davis is in his prime years. Why is he wasting his time? Why is he having a rematch with the fella he got a draw with? Why is he not fighting? Why is he not going up a weight and fighting Lopez and Garcias and them fighters? Why is he...
Claressa Shields, however, is questioning Gervonta Davis's mindset heading into this fight. She doesn't understand why he's talking about retirement instead of chasing the real challenges, names like Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez. Shields and others warned that choosing crossover fights over top competition could make Davis look like he's avoiding danger for easy paydays. But some say it's deeper than that. Davis has faced heavy emotional pressure in recent years, and those personal struggles might be shaping his choices more than fans realize.
Gervonta got skills out this world. He's a scary dude. He's scary. Ain't no way he said he's supposed to come back and get Shakur, Devin, Ryan, Teofimo, whoop all these. Now he like, I'm about to retire after I fight Jay. No, I don't let nobody talk about me like that. The way that Shakur disrespect him, the way that Devin talked to him, the way that Ryan, he already knocked out Ryan. The way that these dudes be talking, he supposed to come back and get them. He the man, right? He who everybody say is the best. I ain't leaving no food on the table. When I'm done boxing, I'm whooping all these girls. They all getting beat. You said you can beat me? Oh, okay, I'm gonna figure out where to get you.
Veteran trainer Robert Garcia added his own insight, saying Davis's decision isn't wrong, just questionable in timing. He believes true legends chase legacy-defining fights once they've conquered their divisions. In Tank's case, those fights with champions like Haney or Stevenson are still waiting. To Garcia, the Jake Paul fight feels more like a flashy distraction than a step toward greatness. By choosing hype over history, Davis risks losing ground with boxing purists. And as Garcia warns, this could look less like building a legacy and more like skipping a chapter in it.
Something like that. But I don't know. What's your just take on the whole thing?
I'm not very interested. That doesn't excite me. I know it's going to do really good numbers. I know they're making a lot of money, which is good for them, good for Tank, because in boxing, that's what everybody looks for. I think is, the good thing is they announced it as an exhibition, which is, I'm okay with it. Everybody does it. Mayweather has done it. Ali did it. The only thing, my personal opinion is Tank, they all did it when they had already accomplished so much. They already did so much. Mayweather did everything in boxing and accomplished everything. Muhammad Ali did the same, and many others that have done it. I think Tank never gave us the fights that we really wanted. Never really gave us those challenges. He never really challenged himself. He didn't give Rhodes that rematch, which he should have. Mayweather did it when he had a hard time with Maidana and Castillo. Right away, he did the rematches to prove everybody wrong, and look at what he did. He beat him clearly. So Tank should have done the same. He didn't. That I could criticize. But then at the end also, if you're making 30 to 50 million, I don't even know what he's making to fight, to have an exhibition against just Jake Paul, I would have asked. I would do the same.
No one would say no to that.
If I had one of my fighters get an offer to fight a big celebrity, a big YouTuber for $20-30 million, I would probably do the same. So I don't blame him. It's boxing. At the end of his career, 20 years from now, nobody's gonna care of how many